So do you feel like now, like just being part of the group and you're like having this open dialogue, does it change when you're walking down the street if you get harassed? Like, has your response changed?
Yeah, because like we take workshops. Like one, like we learn about rape, sexism, like all types of violences, and we take it all in, and then we try to teach it to like other females and speak outs and stuff like that.
Finish, can you show the camera the shirt you're wearing? Because this is a t-shirt they just made for this newest campaign about safety on the CTA. And then on the back, hopefully they'll have some available. Yeah, you know, the CTA, they used to have guards in every car. Now they have nothing. People ride late at night. And I've heard all kinds of stories from my friends. So you've been going to the train stations and talking to people, right?
Yeah. We had to just like make decisions, like, cause they made already their interviews, but we just wanted to get rid of the ones that like didn't seem right, cause we already had the ones that's already like all good. So we had to get, cause if we would have had like a whole bunch of them, then they would have got bored. So we just, so we made it like, 10 questions. So it was like my sister, Lillian, Kira, and this other girl, Chelsea. They had worked these t-shirts outside, and they went to the train station right there and started doing interviews and passing them out. Yeah.
Cool. Now I want to ask you a tough question. This is a really tough question because I know that YWAT is starting. No, don't be scared. There's no right or wrong answer. That's what I always tell my students. YWAT is starting to engage more young men in the team, and they're starting a male ally network, which is MAN, man. So, violence against women, violence, harassment, it affects everybody. I've been on the trains where you get some of these drunk guys talking with like no respect to women, and it makes me uncomfortable. When you talk to your male allies, what do you tell them? Like, what's a good way to respond to that? Because personally, I see that, I want to rip their throats out. But that's violence, and violence doesn't solve anything, and I know that the team stands against violence. So what can we guys do to diffuse the situation and make some of these other brothers learn some respect?
Just like talk to the guys and say like, man, that's not right. You shouldn't be harassing or disrespecting women. Like, give them advice. And also tell them like they could get in real big trouble for it too, because like that's a crime to me. And so
What do you think? Any others? You got some advice for what guys can do to make sure this type of stuff doesn't happen? Advice to men about being better men, basically.
Try to respect them. If you don't do it to your mother, then why should you do it to other girls and stuff?
Yeah.
Just think of it as your sister or anything.
Yeah, I think a friend of mine once said that she actually was harassed, and she looked at the guy and said, "Do you have a mother? Do you have a sister?" It turns out he had 2 daughters, and she said, "Well, what if some guy talked to them that way and he put his head down and he had to go away?" So the YWAT, the team as I always call it, you're celebrating your 5th anniversary in a few weeks. 5 years as an organization. We're seeing a whole new generation of kids coming going in. It seems like something that's got a lot of legs to it, and it's going to really keep going on. So tell me what's going to go on with this celebration that you're doing, and what does the future hold for YWAT?
This celebration is basically gonna be good, but like the future is gonna be good too, because like it's like a generation first, like so definitely we'll probably retire from the group but keep coming back, but then like in a couple of generations we might be like the core leaders and stuff.
Yeah, I hope I'll be a core leader someday.
Great.
Because I don't know.
These are some of the most serious-minded young women that I've ever met. So this is an amazing group, and I want to express my admiration for your influence and presence in this neighborhood, and I want to really say that your parents express some admiration for being involved. What do your parents think about you being in a group like this?
My mom thinks it's good.
Yeah?
She likes it because it makes me like more smarter, and like if a boy like ever try to hit on somebody like that, I can just come up there come up to them and be like, hey, just do what you gotta do. Don't let them harass you. Don't let them touch you. Or don't let them do nothing to you. Just walk away. It's like, I don't know you or something like that.
Very cool. So what's changed? How has the way you look and feel about yourself changed since you joined this team? It's another tough question.
I feel positive now when I walk down the street because if now a guy tries to talk to me, I know what to do. I can just walk away. I don't pay attention to them. And learning from YWAT, I feel better because when I first came, I knew nothing about harassment and nothing like that. I just think guys are just stupid when they do that. But I feel a lot more better.
Yasmin, you want to say something about how you feel?
Yeah, I felt better too. Like, as she said, when I first came in YWAT, I didn't know like that much was going on and stuff. But then, like, I opened my eyes and I had like better self-esteem and stuff. Like, if a guy comes towards me, walk away. But if they're following you, don't go in the house because they ain't something.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good.
I feel strong. Really strong. I feel strong because when, like, if I walk down the street, okay, say like if a man try to follow me, right?
Yeah.
You will never ever run because if you run, they just gonna run after you. And if you don't go to your place, just go to the nearest store or nearest train station or the people that like get into a crowd, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get into like it's like a and it's like a whole bunch of people just tell them like, is this man trying to follow me and harass me and like that.
Very cool. So if you want to learn more about the team, it's youngwomensactionteam.org, and they do stuff every few months out in public and all kinds of great things. So do you have any questions for the team?
No,
here?
that's it. I want to see you guys dance.
Yeah, we want to see some dancing and stomping and stuff like that. So.